you design a thought-repellent hat for a man, the bar is not that high. That's not funny. Because men can only think of one thing. And I don't mean at a time. Women cannot think of one thing at a time. Go ahead. We've done the actuarial tables on that. The women have lower blood pressure, they live longer, they are better drivers. I've always wondered why such a great gender can never remember to leave the seat up.
The first time I saw the Dry Branch Fire Squad was at a festival in Western Pennsylvania. Ron was clearly, some sort of musical genius. And I never really forgot the impression it made on me. He was just funny and engaging, and he could play you something rowdy like Way Downtown and then take it way down into a quiet song like Golden Ring, and it was just mesmerizing.
It's so much fun to be in an industry where you know there's some people that really enjoy that kind of thing, that they realize that bluegrass music is entertainment. You have to remember that, yes, Shakespeare was a great playwright, but he was an entertainer. He was writing for entertainment. All great art was all done for the purpose of entertainment.
Take a cab in this big city. You're a fool to walk along. They won't be happy.
What's unique about bluegrass as a music, there's a very high level of improvisation inside of a very formulaic music. I mean, Bill Monroe talks about how Arnold Schultz was a black blues guy who lived near him, and that was one of his musical influences. And the other one was his uncle Pen Van Diver, who was a Scottish-American fiddle player. And so where else but in the southeast part of the United States at that particular point in time would African music crash into Celtic music and a new form born?
I am the Lord on God's highway, but I'll share my trouble if you go my way. I have no mother, no father, no sister, no brother. I am an orphan child. Here's the thing about hand boning. It teaches you that you're not born with bigotry. You gotta learn it. And we had enough bigotry in my family to last a whole county down there in Russell County. And so Mom would say to me things like, a very hard way to grow up, she said, don't go hang out with them black kids who lives down by railroad tracks, which translated into my pre-bigoted child brain. Oh, don't go hang out with people who sing harmony on pitch with rhythm and timing. Sing like us white people. So, of course, being a typical kid, I went straight down railroad tracks. Had a wonderful friend named Bobby Love who felt sorry for me because I was white. And he could really ham bone. I've never, to this day, I've never seen anybody could do it. He would torture me with it. He could write songs. He'd sit around on rocks, and he'd get that rhythm going, and he'd be like, Bobby Lowe's big brother, they're coming after him. Run, Bobby Lowe, run. Run, Bobby Lowe, run. I was always begging. I said, Bobby Lowe, you got to show me how to do it. And he said, you can't do it. I said, give me a try. I'll practice and practice. And one day, he could do a thing I've never seen another human being do. He could do what he called the honky ham bone with one hand. Didn't have no rhythm or timing. And he'd keep the beat with this foot. And then he could do what he called a Negro ham bone with his other hand and keep the beat with this foot, sort of like this. So once I learned that, I'm thinking, what good will it do me? go to my first job interview. What can you do, young man? Well, watch this. This comes from one of the great bluegrass songwriters of all time. His name was Sam Cooke. And that's what I love about the bluegrass audience. They don't bring no ignorance with them. They know we're here to supply that. Are you ready? Change your mind about leaving me behind. Oh, bring it up, bring your sweet love up, bring it on home to me. I give you money and jewelry too, but honey, it ain't all I give you. Oh, bring your love. Bring it on home to me. I'll always be your slave till I'm dead and buried in my grave. Oh, bring your sweet love, honey. Bring it on home to Daddy. Named Uncle Wiley, and he was atheist, and us kids wasn't allowed to hang around with him. And I thought being an atheist, that meant he could throw a ball with either hand.